Good morning, little ones. A girl with flowers in her hair and a boy with an old book stood in a village meadow. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and the sky was a beautiful blue. "Look, a rainbow," said the girl. The boy looked up and gasped. It was the biggest rainbow he had ever seen. They stood there watching as the warm morning light painted the fields with gold and the trees with silver. It was a storybook illustration, come to life. The girl twirled around in a circle skirt, her laughter echoing in the meadow. The boy, with a book in his hand, pretended to be a knight protecting a kingdom from a terrible dragon. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, they continued their game until, exhausted and happy, they lay down in the grass to rest. Two small figures under a big, bright rainbow. Two children walk through a magical forest. They hold hands as they walk across a small wooden bridge over a babbling brook. The girl looks up at the trees in awe. The boy looks ahead of them. Through the trees, they can see a beautiful rainbow glowing at the end of the bridge. As they walk further into the forest, the sun shines through the leaves, making everything glow with a warm light. The air is filled with the scent of pine and the sound of birds singing. The children come to a field of colorful flowers. The girl picks one to add to her collection. She looks over at the boy and smiles. He smiles back and gives her a little wave. The two friends continue on their way, excited to see what other wonders they'll find in this magical place. This is so cool! A glowing rainbow whirlpool pulling the two children in. 1, 2, 3. Then it's gonna pull them under. Here we go! And look at all of these sparkling lights surrounding them. The wind is swirling around. It is so magical. Look at that portal! In the background, we've got these dreamy clouds just floating by. The colors are so vivid. I can almost feel the texture of this painting. It's so good. This painting is an illustration for a children's fantasy book. Can you imagine the cover of a book? You know, when you were a kid, you'd always look at the pictures, the illustrations in the book. This one is extra special. I love how the light is shining through the hair of the girl in the front. You can see her dress is flowing behind her. And look at the details on the boy's face. I love it. We're finally here. Look, it's Rainbow Island. The trees are all different colors of the rainbow. And look, the birds are singing. It's like they're welcoming us. The river looks like candy. It's so cool. The kids are gonna love this. Look how happy they are. It's a beautiful, enchanting place. The lighting is so soft and dreamy. Everything is just so cheerful. It feels like we've entered a fantasy world. I love how the animals are just chilling in the background. They're so friendly. Look! There's a little lizard just chilling on the rock. There's something about this place that just makes you feel good. It's so whimsical and magical. I love it. Deep in the enchanted forest, three children stumbled upon a magical clearing. In the middle of the clearing was a cute little dragon who was surrounded by an assortment of fantasy creatures, including a purple bunny and a flying turtle. The dragon was smiling from ear to ear as he posed for a picture with the children. As they got closer, the dragon spoke in a booming yet friendly voice. "Well, hello there, little ones. Care to hear a riddle?" The dragon's eyes twinkled with mischief as he asked them. The children, wide-eyed and full of wonder, agreed. The dragon cleared his throat and began, "I have wings but cannot fly. I have a tail, but it is not mine. I breathe fire, but I am not a dragon. What am I?" The children thought hard. The dragon smiled, enjoying their confusion. After a moment, the purple bunny hopped forward and said, "Is it a bird?" The dragon nodded. "Very good. You win a prize?" The bunny was so happy that he did a little dance. The clearing was filled with a soft, glowing light that made everything look magical. The children felt like they had stepped into a storybook. And as they listened to the dragon's riddles, they knew they were in for an unforgettable adventure. There was a magical garden full of glowing rainbow flowers. In the center of the garden was a large flower that glowed with a soft, warm light. The petals were a deep red color and almost looked like rubies. The flower was surrounded by 8 smaller flowers, each one a different color of the rainbow. Two children stood in the center of the garden, mesmerized by the beauty around them. They reached out to touch the flowers, their faces filled with wonder and delight. The petals felt soft and silky to the touch, and the children laughed as they watched their fingers leave glowing streaks in the air. As the sun began to set, the garden transformed into a wonderland of swirling colors and sparkling lights. The children gasped in amazement as they watched the flowers dance and twirl around them. It was as if the garden itself was alive and breathing, pulsing with energy and magic. The two children stood hand in hand, feeling more connected to nature and each other than they ever had before. They knew that this was a place of peace and beauty, and they vowed to protect it always. As the night wore on, the garden slowly began to fade away, and the children knew it was time to go. They hugged each other goodbye, promising to return as soon as they could. As they walked away, they turned to wave at the garden one last time, and that's when they saw it. In the center of the garden, the large flower had bloomed. It was now a brilliant shade of gold, and its petals shimmered like stars in the night sky. The children stared in awe as the flower seemed to wink at them, and they couldn't help but smile. They knew that they would never forget their magical evening in the Rainbow Flower Garden. And so it was that magical garden full of glowing rainbow flowers became a place of wonder and delight for all who entered it. The children returned again and again, each time discovering new wonders and making new friends. And the garden, with its soft, gentle colors and dreamy illustration style, became a place where anything was possible. A magical glowing flower is held by two children as they walk through a field of tall grass. Their eyes are closed and their hair is flowing in the gentle breeze. The flower glows brighter with every step they take, illuminating the path ahead. The children are too focused on their prize to notice the magical wind that surrounds them, swirling and sparkling as it plays around their feet. As they approach their village, the sun begins to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. The wind picks up, carrying with it the sweet scent of honeysuckle and freshly cut grass. The children's pace quickens, their excitement growing with each passing moment. In the distance, they can see the familiar outline of their village, nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake. As they get closer, the details become clearer. They see the crooked chimney of their house, the weathered wooden door, and the warm glow of the fireplace. The children run into the arms of their parents who have been anxiously waiting for their return. The family embraces, their faces filled with joy and relief. The magical flower fades away, its glow replaced by the soft light of the setting sun. But the memory of their adventure lingers, and the children know that they will never forget this day. Now, from their cozy home, they watch the last rays of sunlight disappear below the horizon. The sky is filled with stars, and the air is filled with the sound of crickets. The children snuggle up to their parents, feeling safe and loved. They know that no matter what adventures await them in the future, they can always come home. And as they drift off to sleep, they dream of fields of tall grass, magical flowers, and the warm embrace of home. Suddenly, a loud crash wakes them up. Startled, they look out the window to see a towering oak tree that has fallen during the night. Its branches lay across the yard, blocking the path to the front door. But the children are not afraid. They know that they are safe inside their cozy home. And as the storm rages on outside, they curl up on the couch with a good book and a cup of hot chocolate, grateful for the love of their family and the warmth of their home. After the storm passes, the children wake up to the sound of birds chirping and the smell of fresh rain. As they step outside, they see a double rainbow in the sky. It's a perfect day, and the children know that they are truly lucky to be alive and well. See you for next story. And now we go to the part where I tell you to like, share, and subscribe. But before that, I want to say a big thank you for watching this far. It means a lot to me that you took time out of your day to watch my videos, and I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends or family would also enjoy it, please share it with them. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. I know this is a lot to ask, but it really helps support me and my channel. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.